today is a very special day because it is our first time going to a Latin Mass. Yep, traditional Latin Mass. But it's at noon and it's only 9:47 right now, so we're gonna go get some breakfast beforehand. And yeah, we're going to the noon one because apparently that one is like the best one with I don't know how singing. Like the first one at 8 doesn't have any singing. It's a low mass. Yeah, so learning all those terms, and yeah, and we're just going to experience it for the first time and then let you guys know like our thoughts and feelings after. I won't film any of it inside because obviously we'll be participating in the mass. I'm not gonna whip out my camera, but let you guys know afterwards. Yeah, it's okay. Holy moly, look at that! I got pork belly. Breakfast is down.
It was delicious.
It was glorious, and now we're making our way to, what's the parish called? St. Anne's? St. Anne's for the first Latin Mass of our entire lives. Here we go.
I'm ready. I'm ready with my veil.
Got the veil. Woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah! The veil, man! This is the church. That is the church. So some construction, we go through the back? Or no? We go through the front. Wow. Beautiful. Nice doors. Okay, we're just coming out.
Yeah.
And that was powerful. So
It's very powerful. Longer than the regular masses. That was like more than an hour and a half.
yeah,
But the kids did surprisingly well.
they did do well.
And
A little challenging at first, but then they surrendered.
that was beautiful. Honestly, I feel like I was transported through time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to share more once we get these kiddos down for a nap.
Yeah, get them down for a nap, and then we're gonna share with you our thoughts, our feelings, our experience, and ultimately, yeah,
Whether or
all
not
of that.
we go again.
Whether or not we're gonna keep going to Latin Mass. I mean, I think so, but God bless.
Bye. What do you have to say to the world, Leo?
What do you have to say?
Leo.
So, what was your first initial response when we walked into St. Anne's, preparing for the traditional Mass, Latin Mass?
I felt very emotional, actually. Like, you looked over at me and I was just like in a puddle of tears at one point. The building itself is so beautiful and so ancient feeling. It's just like a bridging between heaven and earth. It really feels like when we enter into the Catholic Church, no matter what church we're at, but especially the ones that are like, I don't know exactly how old St. Anne's is. My dad was saying it's quite old, but
Yeah.
just the altar, guys, the altar.
Yeah, it was so
where
beautiful.
Jesus lies in the tabernacle, and just, oh, the reverence that everybody has when they enter, just witnessing, like I'm going to cry right now just thinking about it, just witnessing how everybody enters and is bowing before the Lord and understands that his presence is so palpable in that space. And it was, like, I felt it, like the air was thick, not only with incense,
not just with incense,
but Holy Spirit thick, you know,
Yeah.
like it just washes over you. Like my sight when I was listening as well to the singing, no idea what they were saying. I know we had a pamphlet to look at, but like when we have children, we're just trying to soak it in.
It was our first time, so
yeah, we just wanted to soak it in. And
Yeah.
I just remember my vision kind of going blurry and just feeling like I was there but not there in like the best way. And I
Mhm.
just had tears flooding. And it's so beautiful too in the Catholic Church. But specifically today, there were so many children.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
our past with bringing our children to church is, oh, they need to be quiet or else they are shunned
You need
out,
to go and
or they need to go to
play
the
with the
playroom.
toys.
Yeah. And be completely separated from the service and hearing the word of God and being present to worship him.
Yeah,
It's so different in the Catholic Church. And specifically today, there was just so many beautiful children, so
yeah.
many parents doing the most to just tend to their children. And it also is bringing me to tears, like the gratitude I have for being a mother, and sometimes the struggle it is to try and focus on what's happening, but also knowing that we're never missing out as long as
Mm.
we are there present. We go whether we're tired, we go whether we're overstimulated, we go if the children are upset and crying and tired, whatever it is, like we are
Mhm.
there to worship him. And yeah, it's just
Look at this right now, guys.
the
Luna's getting
love.
brave.
My baby Luna's going to be 10 years old next month.
Baby Luna.
And Leo's 9. Yeah. What
That,
did you feel?
that was like Lyra, our daughter, in the mass. At first, it was a little challenging for our kids, but then Lyra, our daughter, just surrendered into my arms, and then I was just holding her. And
Luca also surrendered into my arms and fell asleep.
Luca, our son, fell asleep on mommy. And just at that point, I could just feel into the peace in the room a little bit better. Obviously, it's sometimes challenging with children, but again, you still go whether or not you're feeling overstimulated, or like you might not feel the peace. But that's not, it's not just about you. You're going for the Lord, right?
Yeah, and I always get that image of like Jesus being like, I see you. Like you're doing the most. Tending to the children, tending to the least of these is tending to him. So he sees that and he honors that and he loves that.
Yeah. And the altar, so beautiful. Like
Did you get any clips of the altar?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good.
They'll be playing in the video. I didn't get too many clips because obviously I was just being present, but the stained glass and just the whole atmosphere of the room, especially with the incense. And then when Father Greg and the altar boys came out carrying the cross.
Oh, yeah. And he was sprinkling everybody with holy water, which was really powerful.
Yeah.
I loved the fact that in order to receive the Eucharist, everybody lined up and took turns to line up at the front, and everybody was on their hands and knees.
On their knees,
that's something that I've been wanting to start doing. I have been receiving it in my mouth directly because I believe that the best way to receive the Eucharist is through the consecrated hands of the priest.
Yes.
And not my own.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting to start kneeling to receive it, but sometimes I'm carrying Luca, so it's a little difficult. But
it's hard when you're carrying a heavy baby.
But I'm also not going to make them excuse. I could definitely get on my hands and knees, not my hands, my knees, and bow to receive the Eucharist. But everybody received it in their mouth. Everybody was on their hands and knees, and that was really something that stood out to me too. It was beautiful.
Yeah. And the fact that, like, with this traditional Latin Mass, like, no one's receiving it in their hands.
Nobody.
And everybody's coming lined up, like, witnessing that. Because, like, that's the first time I've ever witnessed that in my entire life. And that just felt, like, even more respectful and reverent and holy than the other Masses we've been to. Like,
yeah, there's something just so traditional about it. And I was watching a Voice of Reason video the other day that was explaining that the traditional Latin Mass isn't the original Mass, but it is super duper close to it because it was from 200, 300 AD. And it's the Mass that would have been done by like the early church fathers. So not the apostles themselves, but like through tradition and
pretty
culture.
Close, though.
Pretty darn close, I would say. That was such a beautiful experience. I cried so much.
And the incense, a lot more incense in the air.
Definitely.
And there's a reason for this, because I've seen that it's because incense has a veiling quality, and it sort of makes your eyes water a little bit and sort of makes you feel like, because my eyes were watering.
Yeah. Mine were too, but I was like genuinely crying as well. But that like feeling of them being a little clouded was kind of what I was.
Yeah, like that's the reason. Like, other than just smelling nice and filling up the atmosphere with the Lord's presence, it's like the veiling quality of it.
I love that.
Because obviously, like we're there to be veiled in the
Yeah.
Lord's love, and
Yeah. It's just like heaven on earth, that building. His
yes,
church. It's so
it's where
beautiful.
heaven and earth meet, and prayers of the people are being offered up to the Lord. And yeah, that was also another powerful part about it, was like Father Greg was not facing us, he was
No.
facing the altar.
Right.
And like that was made different in Vatican II, I believe,
Yeah.
where, you know, the priest could now face the people. But I think like actually everyone facing the Lord with the priest was like very distinctive.
Yeah. A lot of women were veiled as well.
Oh yeah, and all the women, basically
All the women,
like
basically.
there were some women that weren't, but
It's not a rule that you have to, but
yeah,
a lot of women veil at the traditional Latin Mass. Just
Way
the
more
singing is so
historic.
beautiful. Like the choir was
yes,
insane. I literally closed
chanting.
my eyes and I was like, is this like, are they real? Like it was so beautiful, guys. Like I literally felt like I was in heaven listening to the angels singing, and it was so peaceful. I just wish I could have that in my ear all the time.
Yeah, the Gregorian chants and the Latin words. There's something different about that, like articulation of those words, and I had no idea. But
Yeah.
but there are parts where I could tell where that's where
Yeah, that's
Father
what you'd
Greg
say.
was saying, and your spirit, you know, or like
The Lord be with you.
the Lord be with you, and
with
like
your
the people
spirit.
singing back like and your spirit, but
Yeah.
in Latin. I could tell, like, so
Yeah.
just because we've been to Mass so many times now.
Yeah.
And it
Even
was
though
the
there were
same
some
sort of.
differences, though.
There definitely were some
with
differences.
standing and sitting.
I didn't recognize, unless I was just like busy with the kids at that point, but I didn't recognize like people giving each of the sign of peace.
No.
Um,
Right. Maybe that's something new. Maybe you could look into that.
yeah. I didn't see that part, but
No.
again, like the only words I recognize in Latin, and I don't know what they mean, but well, there's espiritual, which obviously means like spiritual or something like that.
With your spirit.
Yeah,
Spiritu.
in spiritual. And Dominus.
Dominus.
What does that mean? If
You have
someone knows
something
what
in
that
your
means.
teeth, baby.
I do?
Yeah.
I have some food in my teeth the whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Oh,
You didn't let
I
me know
didn't
before
notice
I was
until
recording.
now, my love.
Yeah, so if someone knows what Dominus means, I'm sure I could look it up, but I like to hear it from a fellow commentator.
Yeah, that
What
was
does
just such a
Dominus mean?
beautiful experience. It was a longer mass, like we mentioned, than
Oh
we
yeah,
used
it was
to.
like twice as long.
Almost 2 hours, yeah. But hey, we used to do Pentecostal church that was like almost 3 hours.
Yeah,
So,
the Pentecostals, they have long services too.
yeah. We had 2 friends come with us as well, and they got to experience the traditional Latin Mass with us. And yeah, I'm just glad that we could all go together, and
Yeah.
that Father Greg invited us and encouraged us to come.
Yeah.
We will definitely go back because that was an experience that we are grateful for.
100% going back. Now, like the next thing to experience, I don't know if this is the Novus Ordo, or is that Latin Mass?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Because I see people commenting like you need to experience the Novus Ordo.
Oh, I have no idea what that is.
Maybe that is the Latin Mass. Maybe it's the same thing.
Anyways, thanks guys for watching.
Yeah, thank you.
Comment, like, subscribe.
Yeah, let me
turn on that bell.
Comment below. Like, obviously, probably different if you grew up going to Latin Mass and you don't really have a distinct memory of your first Latin Mass. But if you've like also recently had like your first Latin Mass, or like you can remember the first time you went to Latin Mass, share your like first time experience in the comments, because someone else will read it. Potentially someone who's not even Catholic but might be exploring more historical Christianity, and they're like really drawn to the Latin Mass, and they might read through your experience, and it just might push them further to be like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go experience a Latin Mass. So yeah, love all you guys. God bless you.
God
May
bless.
the Lord be with you guys.
Always.
And
Peace be with you.
Peace be with you.